When we think we're alone, what if someone or something else is watching us? I'm your host, and you're listening to Scary Stories. Tonight's story comes from a subreddit. Through the Mirror's Gaze, a horror story. The streets were empty that night, save for the whisper of the wind sliding through narrow alleys. Marina pulled her coat tighter, her heels clicking softly against the wet pavement. Above her, the August moon hid behind a veil of drifting clouds, casting the world in shades of silver and shadow. It had been a long day at work, and all she wanted was to get home, shut the door, and forget the world existed. But halfway down Maple Street, she saw it just at the edge of the street lamp's glow. A figure, motionless, watching. She slowed, heart quickening. The figure blurred as though wrapped in mist, its features indistinguishable. Marina blinked, and it vanished. She told herself it was nothing, just the fatigue playing tricks, but her pace quickened. The night air seemed to press closer, heavier. Then she heard it. Footsteps. Not behind her, not in front, but somehow beside her. Every time she turned her head, there was nothing there, only the faint shimmer of movement in her peripheral vision. It mirrored her pace perfectly, as though tethered to her. By the time she reached her apartment, her pulse was hammering in her ears. She slammed the door shut, locked it twice, and leaned against it, breathing hard. Silence settled in around her like a suffocating blanket. She tried to laugh it off. Maybe she needed sleep. Maybe a cold draft brushed her neck. Her eyes drifted to the hallway mirror. She'd walked past it 1,000 times without a second thought. But tonight, something was wrong. The reflection staring back at her wasn't quite right. The hair was the same. The face was the same. But the eyes, oh God, the eyes were sharp, alive in a way that hers had never been, as though they knew something she didn't. The reflection raised a hand slowly. Marina felt her own hand lift, though she hadn't moved. She tried to drop it, but her arm resisted, trembling in place like it was caught in invisible strings. Panic swelled inside her chest. She backed away, but the reflection didn't. It stayed close to the glass, leaning forward, smiling. She fled to the bedroom and slammed the door. Her breath came in short, ragged bursts. She tried to tell herself she was safe here, but when she turned, she froze. Her reflection was already sitting on the bed. It was her face, but older somehow, worn in a way that made it look almost ancient. And it was smiling. Slowly, it leaned forward and whispered her name. Her lips didn't move. Her reflection's voice slid into her mind, smooth and coaxing. You've hidden me long enough. You've hidden yourself. Come and see who you really are. The room twisted. Shadows lengthened, and the edges of the world blurred, doubling in her vision. Marina stumbled, clutching her head. She could feel that something pulling her toward the mirror that now shimmered in the corner of the room, as though it had followed her here. She fought it. She fought like she'd never fought anything in her life. Reaching for the dresser, her fingers closed around a shard of broken glass from a picture frame that had fallen earlier in the week. The reflection's smile widened. You can't break me. Marina screamed and drove the shard into the mirror. The glass exploded into 1,000 glittering pieces. A sound like 100 voices crying out filled the room, and the cold air collapsed around her. She fell to the floor, gasping. When she looked up, the mirror was nothing but a jagged frame. Morning light spilled into the room. Everything was quiet, too quiet. Marina rose slowly. Her head felt heavy. Her vision, strange, still doubled at the edges. She walked to the bathroom, splashed water on her face, and looked into the mirror there. Her reflection smiled back just a little too much, and for a fraction of a second, she swore she saw another shadow, pale and still, flicker against the wall behind her. That was our story, Through the Mirror's Gaze by Anonymous. If you like this story, please check out the podcast Mirror's Edge. They have a whole episode based on this exact same story with amazing voice acting. There's a link to their social media below. And if you would like to support the channel, we have a Patreon account where the top-tier members get to request stories. This story was actually requested a while ago, so shout out to our Reddit user for requesting this story. We have another platform where we post extra stories, extended editions, early access, all that good stuff. There's a link to that below as well. If you want to hear more stories like this one, hit that subscribe button, because I haven't finished reading all the horror stories on Reddit, which means there's plenty more to come. If you want to submit your own story, use the link in the pinned comment or the link below. Just remember no NSFW or overly graphic content, and try to use proper formatting. Thank you to all of our supporters for helping make this happen. As always, I'm your host. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, happy haunting.